welcome to a new episode of Day's Podcast along with a new video. I want to thank you guys so much for liking, subscribing, viewing, watching, and listening. I truly appreciate it. So we will be working on free content today. Regular exclusive episodes all alike will be made. I will be working on more Patreon and Spotify episodes as well. Videos, I should say. Be on the lookout. But we are going to talk about Touch by Amerie. So I have been meaning to talk about this album for a little while, but let's get into it. So yeah, Touch is the second studio album by American singer Amerie, released on April 26th, 2005 by Richcraft Records, Sony Urban Music, and Columbia Records. Following the release of her debut album, All I Have, 2002, and her first acting role in the 2004 First Daughter, Amerie began work on her second studio album. As with All I Have, the album was co-written and produced by mentor Rich Harrison, with contributions from additional productions. Unlike her debut, Amerie co-wrote every track but one and assumed more creative control over the visual imagery accompanying the album, such as music videos and artwork. Touch is an R&B album with a diverse musical style, marking a transition from Amerie's neo-soul debut. Its songs feature pulses, funky percussion, pumping energy go-go beats with an organic core built around horns and electric pianos. Upon release, Touch received generally positive reviews from music critics, who praised Amerie's vocals and Harrison's production. The album received numerous accolades, including 2 Grammy Award nominations at the 48th Annual Grammy Awards, including Best Contemporary R&B Album. Commercially, the album debuted at number 5 on the U.S. Billboard 200 with first week sales of 124,000 copies, and was later certified gold by the Recording Academy, having sold over 500,000 copies in the U.S. The album also fared well elsewhere, peaking within the top 40 of the UK albums chart. The album spawned 3 singles, including the lead single One Thing, which became Amerie's most commercially successful song to date, peaking at number 8 on the US Hot 100. The song was followed by the release of the less successful singles Touch and Talking About. So One Thing was released January 5th, 2005. Touch was released June 7th, 2005, and Talking About was released August 9th, 2005. Following Amerie's meeting with producer Rich Harrison and signing to a record deal with Harrison's Richcraft Records in partnership with Columbia Records, she released her debut album. Amerie's debut album, All I Have, was released in July 2002 to generally positive reviews. It debuted at number 9 on the U.S. Billboard 200, selling 89,000 copies in its first week. The album has since been certified gold by the Recording Academy and has sold 657,000 copies as of June 2008, according to Nielsen SoundScan. In 2004, Amerie earned her first acting role, portraying the role of Mia Thompson, a college student who rooms with the president's daughter in the film First Daughter, alongside actress Katie Holmes. Shortly after her acting debut, she began working on her second album. So let's go and see. Yeah, she AllMusic had said that Touch is an improvement, I should say, over All I Have, because of better written songs and consistent production, which is accessible to listeners of different ages. Pitchfork felt that Harrison makes the most out of Amerie's thin, ready voice, which he found more sophisticated than singers such as Nivea or Ashanti. Why are they being shady? See, I don't like that. Don't be shady. I don't like that. No. Everybody's great. No. Let's go into the track list. So track 1 is One Thing. Track 2 is All I Need. Track 3 is Touch. Track 4 is Not the Only One. Track 5 is Like It Used to Be. Track 6 is Talking About. Track 7 is Come With Me. Track 8 is Rolling Down My Face. Track 9, Can We Go featuring Carl Thomas. Track 10 is Just Like Me. Track 11 is Falling. Track 12 is One Thing featuring Eve. And then track 13 is Why Don't We Fall in Love, Richcraft Harrison remix. And then there was a European edition bonus track, which was Man Up featuring Nas. And then there was a Japanese edition bonus track, which was I'm Coming Out. But yeah, it's actually not a bad album. It's a good album. I don't think that people had, got into it enough at the time. There was a lot of albums that were releasing back to back, especially by 2005 when you have Rihanna and Chris Brown emerging by the summer and fall, and you have Neo and you had already T-Pain coming in the mix. There was a lot of people coming out, a lot, but definitely stream and listen. I enjoyed this album, and I thank you guys so much for listening and watching. I truly appreciate it, and we'll be back with more.